The green truck of Gift of the Givers pulls into the forlorn former railway town of Toes River. People are already gathered. They bring plastic bags, lunch boxes, wheelbarrows and makeshift trailers. The aid brought by the organisation is a lifeline. Desperation fills the air as local aid organisations buckle under the pressure to provide food for the people of this dying town.
Because you feed a child now, he's got a smile on his face. But what about tomorrow? What about later? Most of the time, these are the only meals they get for the day. Because the parents don't have to give them. That's why crime is rife in this town. Because people have to steal to survive. I don't condone criminality or crime, but people have to do something to survive.
Baker estimates that most of the town's inhabitants are unemployed and depend on grants. For others that have no disability or are too young to apply, there is no government support. Children have taken to begging in the hopes of finding food.
So we don't find food for give them. Even banks, we have got no banks here in Toes River.
There are many people in this area that suffer beyond you can imagine. We need help. If it wasn't for Gift of the Givers and compassion towards these people, I'm sorry, we can't make it sometimes. It's just impossible.
Toes River is a microcosm of countless communities across the country. Gift of the Givers says, in nearly 30 years of its existence, the cry for help has never been this great.
But each day we see the queues getting longer, but not only children, but even adults. Children come and take a small portion for themselves. Though they may be hungry, they don't ask for a second portion. They want to take some meals home for their parents, prepare to sacrifice so that other family members can eat. Our teams have seen them on garbage dumps, searching, scavenging for food, licking out of jam tins, peanut butter bottles. A mother in Paddy told us, "My children know the taste of every plant in this area. They've been eating on this for survival."
Nearly 200 kilometers from Toes River, the small dorpie of Soloris Pass village faces a similar challenge. Soup kitchens stand between this community and starvation.
There
are people who don't have food. Then they will go to the soup kitchen and we come back up here and deliver the food. Then my daughter will prepare a meal. But if we don't have food on that particular night, then we go to bed hungry.
They don't have a work. There's no income. Sometimes it's a single parent who must look after a lot of children. Sometimes it is a grandma. There's no income like that. And it is like Jan's Lourdes Pass. Most of the people, if they don't have money, they go to the soup kitchen for something to eat. Only some weekends, there's nobody who gives them food to eat.
More and more families are falling into destitution and poverty. Accessing unemployment benefits or social relief is a challenge. Every day, the queues at the UIF and SASA offices snake around buildings.
How many years did I work for the government, for other people that not even go to jobs, but because of my working all these years, they get 350s. Now even today I can't even qualify for that same 350 because I'm workless. So at the end of the day, everything is reckless here inside. So for me, it's not worth it to leave my papers there, because there I did leave my papers the 8th month already. Yesterday they phoned me to tell me my stuff is not right.
During his budget speech in March, the MEC for Finance announced stimulus and relief funds.
So to respond to the needs of people who have lost jobs, who cannot make ends meet, and who are going hungry, we have also allocated an additional 50 million rand for public employment programs and an additional 25 million rand for immediate food relief. In addition, ring-fenced a further 25 million rand in the provincial reserves for immediate food relief.
As lockdown regulations eased over the course of 12 months, the province says there are signs of economic recovery. Statistics show an increase in employment of over 120,000 in the last quarter. But for tens of thousands of people, the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated existing challenges, plunging more families into hunger. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.